Alright, today we're gonna have some fun. You can see that I'm pretty chill today. You can see that I got my plant going on, I got this game going on, and we're gonna do some shockwaves in Unity because I wanna return to our old days, guys. I wanna return to the days where we just did something for fun. Now, before we get our hands dirty and start playing around with explosives, this video is brought to you by Dashlane. Dashlane makes it very easy to manage various tasks. It autofills all of your personal info like addresses, card information, and passwords in order to make online checkouts a breeze. All the info stored within Dashlane is encrypted, meaning that it's the safest place to store your personal information while having the luxury of autofill. If you wish to browse the web more securely, Dashlane also has a VPN, also called Virtual Private Network, to make sure you cannot be tracked while browsing the internet and can access content in any country. For overall security and luxury combined, I feel like Dashlane really takes care of all of it for you. So give Dashlane a try on your first device by going to dashlane.com/Sykoo. Then if you want to upgrade to premium, use the promo code Sykoo to get 10% off. Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead, open up Unity, and let's make some I was gonna say let's make some explosives, but I just remembered this is probably gonna force YouTube to take down the video. It's just a joke. Alright, so I began by creating the grenade in Unity because I needed a 3D model for this. And being the very talented 3D modeler that I am, I quickly put together a beautiful grenade model. I mean, just gorgeous. I then created the very easy to make but core mechanic of this demo that I was gonna need, throwing grenades. I created a C# script for it and simply read the mouse position by using this snippet of code and then instantiated the grenade every time I pressed the left mouse button. For those of you who aren't very comfortable with coding in C#, I'll leave some links to a few documentations in the description box so you can learn more about Scream to World Point, what it does, and how you can read the mouse position and refer to it as I did here. But Sam, you always forget linking to things you promised you would link to. I know, but I'm not gonna forget it this time. I then made another C# script, which I then attended at This is what I get for mocking you, isn't it? This is karma. But yes, this script, I attached it to the grenade prefab itself. And this one had two missions: travel the grenade a certain distance and to actually explode. I handled everything in the start function since the grenade wouldn't be alive for too long before destroying itself once it explodes. Once the grenade spawned, I made it travel by adding force on it using the rigid body component, and then I started a coroutine that I named bomb timer. In this coroutine, I said that we're gonna wait for a certain amount of seconds to pass before we call the explode function. I set up a variable for the number of seconds we would wait before the explosion took place, so I could modify that value from the inspector window very easily. Now, this part is kind of ridiculous. If you haven't made some kind of explosive in Unity before, I'm sure you didn't know about this because I didn't either. But adding force within a certain radius is actually incredibly simple, and as a matter of fact, far easier than I thought it was before making this video. So check this out. I first set up a vector3 to read the explosion position, which would basically be the position of this grenade because it's the one that explodes, right? And then I gathered an array of colliders that would be affected by this explosion, meaning that they're in the radius and there are the surrounding objects around this grenade. Physics.overlapSphere is a method that returns an array, basically a list with all colliders that are either touching or are inside the sphere. In the parentheses, I said explosion I swear to God, if I say something else wrong, I'm gonna stop being so polite. In the parentheses, I said explosion pause and radius, meaning that I set the grenade object as the center of the sphere and the radius being the radius for the explosion zone. Now, the grenades were exploding just fine, affecting surrounding objects within the explosion radius. The only problem now was that I was missing the visual effect for the explosion and it just looked dull. And I wanted to create something of my own using the VFX graph in Unity, which is a preview package. And I actually got as far as installing it into my project and then opening it up. But then I realized that I'm not very good with VFX. So I just remembered that Unity has a free particle sample pack on the asset store. So I just went and downloaded that instead. Easy. Look, it's not cheating if you're saving yourself time. Or at least I think so. Question mark? Finally, I added an explosion VFX by spawning it inside the grenade script. I was trying to make this explosion VFX a child object of the grenade itself, so when the grenade got destroyed, so with the VFX object, which is logical, but because children inherit their parents' rotations and positions, let's just say it didn't really work out well as the fire literally started rolling on the ground. So I worked this out by avoiding the parentage and instead making a destroy particle script on the VFX object. In there, I just said destroy this game object after 2 seconds, which you literally only put a comma and then 2. That way, the particle played, and once it finished, it removed itself from the scene or deleted it or killed itself. I don't know, what am I supposed to say for this? But yes, the VFX destroyed itself, and so did the grenade. So now when I play the game, I had a fully working demo where I could just bombard as many grenades as I want to, and they would explode, resulting in a shockwave that pushes affected objects further away. Job well done! Whew, that was explosive fun. I'm sorry, I'm just really trying to like implement some kind of bad pun because it's tradition. It's a culture, goddammit. Learn it. It's about YouTube. It's about being a human being. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I really did put a lot more time into making this video, which is the biggest reason to why I feel good about this, because I also feel like my videos have kind of shifted towards a different style, which is also why I'm trying to do more of this. I've kind of switched over to like an overview-ish type of style, which is fine. I like it, but I just don't want to do it forever, right? I just want to explore more of like what you guys like, because this channel is growing so fast at this point that I just can't keep up to touch on what exactly you like. So I just want to like put out a bunch of different content and see what you like and see what you don't like. So if you have any feedback, if you have any suggestions, or if you like this, don't like this, whatever, let me know in the comment section. I really want to hear all of your opinions so I can actually get a better image of what you like and what you dislike. Speaking of which, if you enjoyed and want to see more, make sure to give this video a thumbs up to show some support, and hit the subscribe button below the video to stay up to date for new content. Also, you should totally join our Discord server where we have over 14,000 like-minded game developers, which is still crazy to say. Every time this number just increases by like 1,000 or 100, I'm like, whoa, oh my god, we reached this number, but then I get used to it. Like I remember 10,000 was like, we're like rich at this point. And now with 14,000, it's like I can't even say the number correct. But yeah, there's a link to it in the description box of this video, so make sure to go down there, or you can also visit simply discord.gg/polyrealm. All right, so with that being said, I'm not gonna talk anymore. I don't want to waste any more of your time, but I will be in the comment section and in our Discord server as always, so I look forward to seeing you guys there. So thanks for watching. Until next time.
Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night, you're a hot one to hold, cause you don't even know